It's showtime.
BS and Beer Media, in association with STWF TV, the podcasting network.
Introducing the best in the world.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the show, Best in the World, hashtag BITW. I am Dale. With me, as usual, from Sports for You, we got Trell in the house. What's up, Trell?
Yeah, what's up, Dale? What's going on? What's going on?
All good, man. All good. Just getting back in. We're getting started a little bit late, but we still got some wrestling to talk about, man. So let's jump right into it here, bro. Listen, let's start with some AEW. All right. So last week, I promised there will be more Mina talk, and here it is. So last week, I didn't get a chance to check out AEW in time for the show, but I did go back and watch it, and Mina had her little run-in with Mariah May. I'm so sad to see them fighting again and everything. But they
break
did
little Dale's heart.
Yeah, it did. It should be lovers, not fighters, But but yes. So then they go and they show a clip of Mina in Japan. And she is set to do battle with Mercedes Moné in Japan. I forget the dang on pay-per-view name, but it's New Japan pay-per-view, and they're gonna be in it. I'm excited to see Mercedes versus Mina, because I think it'll be a good match, especially out there in Japan and everything like that. But Mercedes she's putting what her title on the line, not the AEW title, but the other title that she holds from somewhere.
Yeah, it's a New Japan title that she won off of I want to say Stephanie Valkyrie.
Okay. All right. That makes sense then. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be a pretty good match between those two. I hope that they let some of the AEW viewers kind of see some of the build up, maybe some of the promos going back and forward. I like to see that. And I mean, hey, New Japan and AEW still has a pretty good relationship, so that's cool.
Yeah, she still has their title, so she has to make her contractual title defenses, and Mina is from Stardom, so it goes hand in hand. So I don't know if we're gonna see any clips of it. We probably will if Mina actually beats Mercedes. You probably see a clip here and there on AEW television, but
yeah,
Yep.
Okay. Well, to stay on Mercedes here, she talked about leaving WWE and some of the things that she had to say, how she's proud of what she's doing and the money she's making and everything like that. Well, tell us about that, Terrell.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing wrong with being happy on the decisions she made, because she had every right to walk out of WWE, because they were treating the tag team titles like trash, and the storylines were trash, the booking was trash. So she had no one's faulting her. Everyone actually applauded her for leaving. The problem is, upon her arrival at AEW, she pretty much got the contract she wanted, and now she feels like she's untouchable. She can do no wrong. And when fans are giving their opinion, saying that she pretty much took a downgrade to get more money, it's kind of true, because her matches, she claims she puts on 5-star matches and none of her matches were 5-star. I
Yeah.
mean, at best, the match that she had with I forgot who it was, that was Birdie like a 3-4 star match. And I
Mhm.
don't get why these athletes and celebrities, every time fans have an opinion, a legit opinion, they go straight to their bank account first.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
and it's like, who cares? Like, yes, you made more money. Okay, cool. I'm happy for you. Yet your life, you feel more happy in life. All right, cool. Everyone should be enjoying happiness. Everyone should be living drama free, stress free. We ain't clowning that. But to automatically go straight to your bank account first because someone said you downgraded, it's like you got one of the biggest contracts than the female wrestlers ever gotten, but
Absolutely.
yet you rarely compete, and the matches you do compete in, they're not 5 stars. So what are you talking about?
Right. Right. I do remember this maybe a few years ago. Somebody was talking about Randy Orton pretty much doing like the same move set and doing a lot of rest holds. And Randy Orton got on Twitter and responded to that. He was like, I was doing backflips over looking at my bank account. And
It's
he's like,
like, what is
I'm gonna
that?
keep
What does
doing the
that
same thing.
prove?
Yeah.
What does that prove? I mean, what happens if Elon? What happens if we find out Elon Musk is a wrestling fan and he critiques somebody? Are they gonna pull out bank account statement on him? Because I'm pretty sure he has a bigger bankroll than you do.
Yeah.
Steve
Yeah.
Ballmer,
Yeah.
Mr. Microsoft, he has a bigger bankroll than Roman Reigns. So it's like, are
Yeah.
you people gonna tell him? Well, my bank account says I'm doing a good job. No,
Right.
the money doesn't count. The money, who cares? You richer. All right, cool. You don't know who has money that you're talking to. There's a lot of
Mhm.
wrestling fans. Some poor people, some rich people. So you
Hey, you
don't
could be talking
know.
to green shirt guy.
Yeah, you could be talking to Brock Lesnar guy. You don't know who has money, who don't.
Yeah.
So it's like, why do people always want to flex on what they got in their bank? It's like, how about flex in the ring? Be a better worker, or at least be like, thanks, but I got it. Just sit back, watch the product, yada yada. But going over your bank account, all right. What happens when that bank account runs dry one day?
Hmm.
What if something happens and you're unable to perform, and eventually the money is going to dry out? Then next thing you know, you're going to have to be begging for appearances. So it's like,
There's no
quit
chance
flexing your
that
money in front of
happens.
people. Like, no one cares.
Um, just sticking on the Mercedes topic a little bit. Um, there have been rumors about Camille and the things that people have said, and she's responded to some of it. So people were talking about her not showing any sort of personality in AEW, and she was like, you know what, you're absolutely right. Like, I haven't been given a chance to show any sort of personality. It's what's been written, but also what's been coming out is they're talking about like not having their show back up on TV. And I'm like, what? Like, you just signed her and you gonna put her on the shelf?
Yep. Yep.
This is
You
insane, bro.
you speak out, you speak out against the boss. This is what happens.
So what's the genesis of this? Is it really backstage problems between Mercedes and her?
I think
Because that's
now
petty as
is
hell.
it's I think now it's pretty much the AEW roster. Some of the people in the roster is starting to have enough of what's going on. You're starting to see more people starting to talk. Like Camille, she started to talk. Ray Phoenix has been talking before he took down his tweets. So there's a lot of rumblings of how people are very, very, very unhappy backstage or in the locker rooms of AEW, and it's like this is how they do their damage control. They're once Camille went public with her statements and remarks, everyone knew there's a chance we're not gonna see her on television,
Okay.
and we haven't.
Okay.
Since she quit on Mercedes, we haven't seen her on TV.
See,
So
I find
it
that
sucks.
really, really, really petty, bro. Like
It is.
you just acquired this talent, bro. Like you need to
Yeah.
make the most of this talent, make the talent make you some money. Everybody's happy then. I really enjoyed her work in NWA, which was the big reason why I was looking forward to seeing her in AEW. I know she can work, and now as far as her personality and all that kind of stuff, her appearance to me is her number one seller. So whatever you put, on that as far as a character and stuff like that, it should help enhance her. But I thought she was a great talent. But what's the use of going out and obtaining this talent if you just gonna put them on the shelf? Like, what's the use of it?
There's no structure in AEW. It's just Tony Khan and
Mm,
Christopher Daniels he's just there, and the Young
yeah,
Bucks they're just there. It's like they're people like I said, Britt Baker, she's another one that's been throwing
yeah,
little shots here and
yeah,
there. Ricky Starks, he's been somewhat throwing shots here and there. So it's like all these people are healthy, but you speak up against your employer, this is what happens. Like it's just like every day at work, you speak up against your boss, the next thing you know, you going from 30 hours a week to 15.
bruh, yeah. So I'm glad you
So
brought up Ricky Starks. So I did hear there was a problem with Ricky Starks showing up in CZW, right?
mhm.
Um, Now, from my understanding, all the problems are political. All right.
Yeah,
So AEW wrestlers can typically work indie dates however they want to, as long as it doesn't
yeah,
interfere with AEW business. And
correct.
that's what Ricky Starks was doing. Well,
Hmm.
somebody called up on high, and Tony Khan was like, "Yeah, Ricky Starks can't appear in CZW for whatever reason." And
Mm.
so they pulled Ricky Starks from making an appearance. Well, in his place, here comes Chris Jericho. So Ricky Starks couldn't make this appearance, but Chris Jericho can make this appearance? What the hell's up with that,
Exactly.
Tony Khan?
Exactly. Exactly. It's like tell me you're not burying this man without telling me you're not burying this
Right?
man.
Seriously burying this man, bro. It
Yeah.
don't make sense at all, bro.
It's like because he's been pulled from everywhere. I'm
Yeah.
surprised Ray Phoenix even worked House of Glory, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Because he's I think he was pulled from an event also. So it's like they're pretty much playing with people's livelihoods here. And
Yes. Yes.
it's very it sucks because these guys are wasting away just sitting at home trying to work, but they can't work because they've been pretty much on house arrest.
Yes. Wasting away, bro.
And
That's a shame.
that messes with you like mentally because it's like the pandemic when most people are working at home. Some liked it, some hated it, and it's pretty much what they're doing. They're working from home,
Yeah. Yep.
and that
Yep.
messes with you psychologically.
Yeah, man. For sure. Um, all right. I guess like the one of the other thing I want to bring up with AEW, Tony Storm, the return of the rock star, Tony Storm. She's been going around to everybody, introducing herself, shaking hands,
I find
telling
that
people all
comical.
about herself.
I didn't understand it at first. I'm like, wait, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah. And so people are bringing up timeless Tony Storm, and she's like, "What? I'm a rock star." Oh! Or whatever.
I,
Um, it's still early. It's still early, but
yeah,
we'll see how this goes and where it goes. I still love Timeless Tony Storm. Forever, I will love Timeless Tony Storm. Okay.
And that's another thing I didn't understand either with the booking of Tony Storm. You have her come out at the end of Dynamite, at the end of the championship match,
Yeah.
and then the next thing you do with her is you put her on Rampage.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why not have her come out Wednesday, and call out Mariah May or whatever it is she's gonna do, give her a match, whatever. But you're gonna put her on Friday and Saturday where no one's really watching.
Right. Yes. Exactly.
That's your biggest female draw, and this is what you do. Okay.
Burying them.
All right. All right.
Merry Christmas to you, Vic. Oh yeah, Chris. I'm sorry. Yes, indeed. So, let's get to some WWE stuff here. So, let's start off with NXT. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And NXT has been pretty interesting for sure. This past episode here, we saw Oba Femi get the #1 contendership by defeating Axiom. So before, I was not really into this whole dynamic between Nathan Frazier and Axiom. I was just like, just break up already and be done with it. But it's kind of entertaining now with them trying to compete both as a singles wrestler and as a tag team. And those guys, like, they compete as a single wrestler first. Come out there, support your boy. He get his behind handed to him. Axiom is really beat up after this match with Oba. And Oba goes over, of course. And he's gonna meet Trick Williams at the next PLE. Is that right?
Yeah, New Year's Evil. That's gonna be in
New Year's
LA on the CW. So
yeah, real
it's
quick.
gonna be a televised show. Yeah.
Real quick, that the place that they're holding NXT that day, roughly how many people does that arena sit?
Oh, it's not really it's not really a big time arena. It's a small
That's
where they
what
play
I want to figure out. Because I know that the place that they played this past Tuesday, it was in outside of Boston or whatever. It was a smaller arena. I thought it was perfect for NXT, and so that's what I'm trying to figure out if that's what they're kind of doing when they go to LA as well. Because I know they're playing the Clippers arena the night before.
Yeah, Raw. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a Shrine Auditorium, so it's not that big of a.
Okay.
It's not an arena size. It's just a regular, like, little, kind of like the 2300 building that they have for NXT. So it's something like that.
Perfect.
Yeah, me and John are gonna be there. We got our tickets the other day, so we're gonna be live in NXT. So
yeah, man, that's the way to do it, bro. Just go ahead and do the whole tour, bro. Go to Raw.
Yeah, yeah.
Go to NXT.
I'm the only one that's gonna make it to Raw, but we're both going to NXT. So it's
yeah. The circus in town.
It's gonna be a good week.
The circus is in town. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Yes, sir. Nothing beats the road to WrestleMania literally starting in your backyard.
Exactly, man. Make the most of it for sure. All right. So, what do you think about Oba? Gonna go up against Trick here.
Beast. And for now, we might have an extra person joining them in that title match based off of how NXT ended on Tuesday.
Yes.
So it might not be just Oba and Trick Williams.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I like this turn by what is it?
Eddie Thorpe.
On it. Eddie Thorpe. Yes.
Yeah.
I did like the whole turn. The way it was written, I thought it was pretty smooth. And then his attitude and the way he was speaking to Ava, I think this is good for Eddie Thorpe. They're lighting the fire under him. I think this was handled pretty well. I remember seeing Eddie Thorpe back when Raw came to Little Rock a while back, man. He was on like maybe like a main event match or something like that before Raw started. And I was like, well, who is this dude? I ain't never seen this dude on NXT before, where they got him from or whatever. But now you're starting to see him, bro. And Eddie Thorpe is doing his thing, bro.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see what happens next, because I don't know if you saw the video footage after the show went off air.
No,
and they were still arguing about the end of the match, and a decision was made based on that match, and pretty much Trick Williams wound up keeping the title, but he was getting in Ava's face, and then good old HBK came out, and he got his receipt on Shawn Michaels. Because remember, Shawn Michaels pushed him against the wall a while back. He got his receipt and pushed Shawn Michaels. So I'm anxious to see what's going to happen next on that, because I like this new Eddie Thorpe, man. Because again, these turns have reasonings, and it makes sense because he's been trying to get Ava's attention for weeks, if not a month, and she kept blowing him off. So it's like, all right, I gotta do what I gotta do.
And that's what I'm saying, brother. I think NXT might be like one of the best shows, bro. Because they have these long-term kind of little storytelling things, bro. Like it's done so well, bro. I love NXT.
It is. WWE as a whole is giving us stories on top of stories on top of stories.
Yes, absolutely. We saw the Metaphor girls defeat Zarya and Sol Ruka. After I watched this match, I tweeted out to the group that I want to see the Meta girls with the WWE tag team titles.
Oh, that was you. Okay, I thought it was the anonymous heckler again, but yeah, it looks like I don't know. I just have this feeling it looks like they're on their way out the door from NXT. Because then did they pin Soruka? Or did they pin Zarya? They pinned Soruka, right? Because I missed that part.
I believe it was Sol Ruka is the one that they pinned.
Okay, cool. So I think it looks like they're probably on their way up. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see these girls the first SmackDown of the new year or January 6th, and on Raw, because that was a good win for them, and it looked like like I said, they're heading out the door and moving on to bigger and better things. Because Jakara Jackson, I mean, she's really looking good in the ring. So it's not just Last Legend. So it's Shikari. She's putting in that work too, and I'm happy for
her. Yeah, for real. She is more than just a pretty face. That's right. And keeping on the pretty face train here, Jada Parker defeats Ren Sinclair. So she has OTM out there with her, and Ren Sinclair had her guys out there with her. I think we're going to have a 3-on-3 kind of mixed tag thing going on. I think that could help OTM as a whole, because I mean Jada's over. Everybody loves Jada. The two big guys, they big dudes. And so maybe Jada get them over by just having them ride with her. And then also, man, listen, I kind of like the other squad there. Hang on it.
Oh, the No Quarter Catch crew.
No Quarter Catch crew. And that big dude with the little fro, man, like he got some he's big, but he can move. Like, he's really athletic.
That's the one that went to Japan. Japan.
Yeah. That dude is athletic, bro. I'm waiting to see more from him.
Well, I'm a piggyback on the Jada Parker. I mean, I
Mhm.
said it before, and I'm gonna keep saying that's LSU's finest, and I do me
Yes,
fine.
yes, yes,
Good
indeed.
lord.
No argument there.
I mean, her
Oh man,
star is bright, and like you
yes,
said, OTM can benefit from her. Being around them, and OTM is actually gonna be in a fatal four way coming up soon for the number one contention for the tag team title. So I'm actually hoping OTM actually wins,
yeah,
so that way maybe they can finally dethrone Axiom and Frazier at New Year's
yeah,
Evil. So that'd be a
yeah.
good thing for Jada Parker and them boys. Have some type of hardware. And they can't. You know.
Yep, yep, for sure. Um, so let's move to those tag team championships. We saw Nathan Frazier and Axiom defeat Gallus. Look, Gallus, I think they need to do something else with Gallus, bro. Like they've been doing the same thing since NXT UK. Um, I'm not saying like they're not over altogether, but like they're pretty low on like the totem pole as far as when they come out, like yeah, that's how you feel about them.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that with a whole bunch of they're pretty much in the middle of the pack, where
Yeah,
they should be one of the tag teams that should be at the top. Because
right.
with everyone else that's came and gone, Pretty Deadly's gone, Brawl and Bruce are gone. So you would think they'd be the ones, but I don't know. Maybe their time will come soon because I don't think they're going anywhere. And eventually, you got the family, still lurking around. So who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
their time will come this year in the following year. But yeah, I agree.
I,
They do need something. Maybe they go up with Sheamus. I don't know, but them
I
guys
think
do
they
need
need
something. I agree.
I think they need like an APA kind of gimmick, bro. Like you just pay us to beat up people or give us some beer, like we'll beat up people, you know. Like they
Something.
need something else, bro.
Yeah. That faction's been around for a while, so yeah, they should already be at the. I think didn't for a while one of them got injured, so they were like the team was gone for a minute.
Yeah, that happened too. Uh-huh. But
So
like
maybe
even
start
Joe
over. Yeah.
Coffey, like I know he's a third guy, but he's supposed to be like a leader and the guy out front for the team, and he's just like, eh. He looks
I
big and
wouldn't know what to tell you.
intimidating. Then he get in the
Yeah,
ring and it's like, eh.
the only thing I can say is the roster's pretty heavy, so hopefully one day they find their
Yeah,
footing because
I don't
there's
see him
really no
making it.
tag teams that stick out right now outside of
Yeah,
Frazier and Axiom. To be fair, so
yeah.
you know,
So let's go to the Frazier and Axiom side of this thing. So Frazier got his nose messed up. That was like the week before. Looked like it got broken during a match or something like that. So now he's wearing the Phantom of the Opera mask and everything, which is cool because Axiom wears the mask and he got the whole look at my face thing, and that's hilarious.
true,
um,
true.
so again with this match, Axiom is walking out and he's barely can stay on his feet, bro. He's selling the hell out this match with Obafemi earlier, right? And
Dude
Nathan
got beat
Frazier picking up, come
down.
on, man, you can do it, or whatever, right? And he
Yeah,
does end up doing it because they retain the titles during this match. Axiom had some good little spots where he just rolls from the dead and hit a move or something like that. But together as a tandem, bro, I'm starting to really dig them as a tag team.
and that's where they get you because this all the time you're like, man, won't they break up, and then you
Yeah,
finally get attached to them, it's gonna
that's when
happen.
they'll
I
break up.
guarantee you, probably New Year's Evil is gonna happen, and
That's when they're gonna break
you're gonna
up.
be like, God dang it!
That's how it happens, bro.
Yeah.
That's how it happens.
Their luck's gonna run out eventually, and I think it is gonna be
Yeah.
New Year's Evil.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. I'm with you. Um, we saw Ethan Page knock out Javon Evans's tooth. Um, I thought when Ethan Page came out, he was doing like the whole um uh bum ass Corbin gimmick. Like make everybody feel
Yes.
sorry for me. I can't find a win. I might leave NXT. That's what I thought he was gonna do.
And then he even tried to even went with the old Shawn Michaels. Oh, I can't find my smile. I lost my smile.
Yes,
I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing,
yes,
huh?
yes, yes, yes. So good on Ethan Page doing this stuff. What you think about the spot with him putting the chair on Javon Evans's head and doing a spot to make all the blood come out or whatever? I thought it was a ton of blood in Javon Evans' mouth.
I thought I'm like, oh, he's gonna go for the neck. All right, cool. He's gonna put him out neck injury. But when he did that and all that blood came out, I was like, oh snap! And you know what though? I like that because it's
Yeah.
believable. Because if you get your jaw broken or something like that, I would
Mhm,
expect that your mouth would be full of blood, especially if you losing a
mhm.
couple teeth. So
Yeah.
it
Uh-huh.
actually it made it look more believable than stupid. So if there was like a little drop of blood, I would have been like, "Come on, man." Like, you would have had more blood than that. So that was good. I was not expecting that. That literally shocked the hell out of me because I was like, "Wow." I literally
Yeah.
got out of my chair. I was like, "Ooh, shit! This what happened to the boy's face?" And they're showing video clips in the back of the blood coming out. I was like, "Wow!" I was like, "Damn, they did that. That was good. That
Yep.
was good."
All right. So let's jump in the time machine here. Let's go back to Saturday and go back to Saturday night main event. Um, First off, the kickoff and how everything started off, the intros from Jesse the Body Ventura out there to Pat McAfee showing up. Um, what were your thoughts about main event as a whole, the presentation?
I love the nostalgia. It was great presentation. I love the ring
Mhm.
setup. I love the entrance. You know what, Dale? I haven't seen that type of entrance since I was 7.
The tight little walkway area.
The small little
Yeah,
90s WWE
yeah,
superstars when they're coming at the little itty bitty little
yes,
doorway. That
yes,
was a dope touch, and I love how the walkway was so small
yes,
that fans can literally grab at you, and they had little like 2 security guards behind them escort
yep,
them to the ring. So
yep,
I was loving the touch. The referee outfits were nostalgia. You had Joe
yeah,
Tessitore giving homage to Mean Gene Oakland with the bow tie. So
that's right.
that was another great touch. And I love the dynamic of you had Joe and Jesse play hosts while you had Cole and McAfee, on the commentating booth. So you pretty much using all 4 people all night, and then you had Jesse do the main event, which it's like Jesse didn't lose a step. It
Yeah,
was
man.
almost like it was the '90s all over again. So
Yeah,
I definitely enjoyed seeing that. It was great. That was
yeah,
a good show. It was a very good show.
absolutely, absolutely. And we're gonna see more Jesse Ventura to come. So that's good to look forward to as well. The next one's gonna be in San Antonio. So
Mhm.
So keep your eyes out for that one. So let's go into the card here. Drew McIntyre defeated Sami Zayn here in this first match. What'd you think about that match and the outcome?
Well, I knew Drew McIntyre was going to mop the floor with Sami Zayn. I just didn't want it to be a over squash match, but uh, Drew is back on a mission, and his mission is to pretty much wipe out the OG Avengers that got assembled at War Games. I'm still holding out on CM Punk because he kept saying it felt like he gave CM Punk a pass because he's like, well, at least CM Punk took a payout. He did it as a favor, a hired hitman. He didn't just willingly just team with Roman. It was a deal that was made, and so it felt like he excused him for that. But Jimmy, Sammy, Jay, Cody, it's like there's a hit list, and he got rid of Sammy, pulled up the SmackDown, took out Jimmy. So I'm liking whatever Drew McIntyre is up to. It's gonna lead right back to Roman eventually.
Yep. And look, the best thing about this whole Drew McIntyre angle is he's right. He's right. These were bad guys. Roman still is pretty much a bad guy. Why are you helping him? You know? And so therefore, anybody that's helping that guy, you're a bad guy, and I'm gonna take you out. It makes total sense what Drew McIntyre is doing. That's, to me, that's the best villains, is the ones that make sense.
Yeah, the ones that legit would make you stop and think like, hey, you know what? he might be onto something here. And just like the anonymous heckler said yesterday, Kevin Owens is right. Like he's right. And then Seth Rollins, he's also had a point, in all this. So it's all coming to fruition. People who really understand. It's like you said, the true villains are usually not really the villains.
Yeah.
There's a purpose.
Right.
Like
right.
Mr. Freeze from Batman, he was a villain, but he's doing everything for his wife.
I save his wife.
It's like, yeah. So
you try to save your wife?
Yeah.
I get
So
that.
you gotta do what you gotta do. So there's
do what you gotta do. That's it.
So I can't wait to see how 2025 starts off, because I don't know. I see something brewing with those three, because McIntyre is trying to recruit Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins is like, "Nah, we ain't friends." So I think he's gonna be that last one that's gonna be like, you know what, screw it.
Okay. All right. We saw Liv Morgan defend her world championship successfully against Io Sky, and at the end of this match, we get a face-off between Liv and Rhea. So it looks like we're going to get that one more time. What show is this going to be at?
Raw.
Oh, okay. The Raw on Netflix. Okay, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Okay,
and it's gonna be the last time too. Because
that's all about that next. We've been doing Rhea versus Liv like all year, pretty much, right?
All summer,
and there've been injuries and there've been comebacks and all this kind of stuff. But we've been doing those for a while.
This is gonna be it. Is Rhea actually gonna win? We're gonna find out. But even if Liv wins, this is gonna be it. This is the Raw is gonna be like a PLE, because they're stacking up the card like it's a PLE. So this is gonna be it for them, and then the loser's gonna go into the Royal Rumble and go on from there. But as of right now, I'm standing 10 toes behind. This is gonna be the end of this feud between Liv and Rhea Ripley for a while, and thank God, because it's gone on long enough. Her and Priest versus the Judgment Day has gone on long enough. So she got to get over her bitter ex-boyfriend, calling him a tender slut, which is funny, and she's hell bent on getting that title back. And I think she's going to get that title back, and she's going to go into Mania. And my theory is I think Io is going to win the Rumble, because they've been teasing. They were teasing her and Io before Saturday night's main event. So, but I could be wrong. Could be anybody, but this is it. This is the end of that feud.
Okay. All right. I gotta mention Finn Balor. So I saw this as part of his entrance, right? He's coming out with this bag on his head. And I'm like, man, okay. Let me go see if I can get this bag on WWE Shop.
Hey man, you might want to be careful doing that, man, because a black person run around with that type of mask on, and in the city and state you live in, you sure you want to step outside with that thing on, man? Like, think about it. You got a family. You got a family.
You're right.
Now everybody can be Kanye, you know.
Yeah, but I did not find the bag. I did find like his little unique shirts that he wears to the ring and all that kind of stuff. It was pretty cool. I'm digging this Finn Balor, bro. Like I'm just digging it. And but I guess the bad part about this Finn Balor is he's not winning very many matches. I want to say the stats that I briefly saw on the internet is not, I'm assuming this guy did some research, but this guy said like he had about like 50 matches this year, and he's won like 10 of them.
Yeah. Listen to Finn, you win, huh? That's the slogan. Listen to Finn, you win, and he only got 10 matches out of 50. That's crazy. Yes. So he took 40 dubs, 40 L's in a calendar year. That's
and I don't know why I'm sitting here going for Finn in this triple threat match between Gunther and Damian Priest and Finn Balor, and knowing Finn Balor ain't gonna win. Okay. But that's the dude I'm cheering for. Maybe because he's the smallest one in this match. Maybe that's why I'm cheering for him. Okay?
Maybe.
But I thought it was a pretty good match here, and are we seeing more in, I guess, the personality of Gunther? He did an interview after the match, and he's pretty much like, I don't know why I doubted myself and all of this. I did it, and I can keep doing it, and all this kind of stuff. So, what do you think about what we're seeing from the ring general?
I like it. I mean, it's gonna take some getting used to. People are already, not souring on it. He's become soft, and it's like, well, I mean, he's going through a character change. He's transitioning from heel to babyface, and we pretty much his whole entire career we known him as a heel, and we loved him for it. So sometimes change is, we don't like it at first, but eventually he'll be all right. But I do like that he has that personality. He speaks more. His English is getting better. So the fact that he doesn't have a mouthpiece talking for him means that the company really trusts him to, go out there, give interviews, run a promo by himself. And he does pretty good. So it's not like he's bad at it. So just let him cook. Maybe he won't have a babyface run as a champion. Maybe he'll lose at the Elimination Chamber and then go on the run, as a babyface, without any goal for a while.
Yep. That's true. He's been champion pretty much the majority of the time. He's been in WWE in some capacity. So this will be a
time in WWE.
Yeah. The next matchup, Chelsea Green defeats Mi Chen, and she becomes the first ever women's United States champion. The spot of the night, probably, with that off the top rope unprettier. What were your thoughts on Chelsea Green?
Great match. The two, they got it right on who should have been in the finals. It was supposed to be Mi Chen and Chelsea Green. I wanted those two in the finals because those have been the workhorses in the SmackDown's division. The little feud they had was very underrated. It was that dumpster match was it was comical, but yet it was very, very entertaining, very, very good. Those girls worked. So to see them make it to the finals, it was great. I had my money on Chelsea Green because I thought the heel should win it and have like the babyface chase it. But Chelsea Green, she's been in the WWE before at least twice. She was in NXT. She got called up. She got injured. She was gone. She came back. I think she broke her nose or something. Got injured again, and she got fired. Went to TNA. Came back and was pretty much this goofy female version of R-Truth almost her entire run back, and then finally gets the green light to actually go out there and wrestle. So to see her win the championship in her husband's hometown of Long Island, that was awesome. Happy for her. She's been the go-to, done everything the company wanted her to do. No complaints, no Twitter rant, no, going on social media like, give me a chance, blah blah blah. She steadied the course, and look at her. She got rewarded as the first ever women's United States champion. And as of right now, she'll let you know on social media that she is the longest reigning United States champion in the history of the company, right. Which That's she right. is not wrong.
Talk about it. Talk about
She's
it.
Not wrong. So, went to Disneyland.
Yeah. I was just about to show that too. Just about to show that. Yeah, she went to Disneyland with her title to show it off.
Look
in
at
front
her.
of the Magic Kingdom there. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Chelsea.
Shout out to her, man. I'm happy for
real,
her.
Bro. So happy for her.
It's good to see like hard workers like that, put in the grind and get their payoff. And being the first ever champion, that's gonna go in the books.
And the pop she got was great. So that's always good too. Look, she maximizes her TV time, bro. Straight up, she is entertaining.
She does. She does.
All right.
She does.
Now the main event: Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. We saw that match. We knew Cody wasn't gonna lose, right? But so Cody does retain. He does come out with the Gold Wing Eagle title. And Triple H says it's a one night only kind of thing. And Cody wins the match. He's celebrating, and then the show goes off. But the camera's still rolling, and Kevin Owens comes back in, beats the crap out of Cody, gives him a package pile driver, and pretty much sends Cody out on a stretcher. All right. And so now the WWE media, right? They're talking, they'll give you all kind of medical terms about Cody's update here. What's the latest that you've gotten on his injury?
Supposedly he has some damage, but he's miraculously, all his tests were positive, and he's home recuperating from his injuries. So they haven't given any timetable of when they're coming back. When is he coming back? They haven't given any updates on the championship situation. Kevin Owens is still walking around as the uncrowned champion with the Eagle belt, by the way, that was supposed to be seen for one night only. Now it's everywhere.
Yeah,
it was on the Netflix kickoff yesterday.
Okay. I didn't see that one.
Invaded the press conference with the title.
So with the title, let's go, KO.
So he's I'm pretty sure eventually KO is going to show up on SmackDown with the title. He's calling himself the uncrowned champion. So we're going to see that title on television for a while until, eventually someone has to get it back from him, right? Or it's going to be hanging from the top somewhere, right? Maybe a ladder match or something.
Yeah. So if Cody is out for a little bit, then you have KO walk around with this title, claiming he's a champ or whatever. Like that gives so much heat to KO.
It does.
But what about the whole Randy Orton part of it? Because my thoughts were that he was going to come back, have another match with KO, and let them kind of battle it out for a little bit.
I'm pretty sure whenever, because I think he really was legit injured. Was
Okay.
had some injuries, I think. So
Okay.
whenever he gets back, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go straight to Kevin Owens. So I mean, obviously he's not gonna put the title on the line because he's not a champion. So, but I don't know. It depends on how and when Randy Orton's coming back. So right now we getting this KO Cody Rhodes feud. So wherever Randy Orton is implemented in this, I'm guessing whenever Cody and KO have that one last match, and maybe Orton comes back after that. But I don't know. I haven't heard anything on when Orton's going to return, so I'm guessing we're going to have. If they're smart, they'll sell this injury and keep Cody off TV at least for even though he's set to appear at Raw supposedly, so he might you know show up. But I would have him, if anything, I would have him via satellite or something. If you're gonna have him, appear, because ain't no way you're gonna get a spike power driver like that and come back
Mm-hmm.
a week later when Orton took one and he hasn't been seen since.
Right. Yes. Exactly.
So make it make sense.
Yep. All right. But, hey, fans that's really out there worried, sick about Cody, it's okay. It's a work.
Are they sick about Cody? Because I was watching what happened to Cody and fans telling Kevin Owens to do it again one more time.
Oh,
And as Cody Rhodes was getting stretchered out, you can hear fans chanting, "You deserve it." That wasn't piped in.
turning on Cody?
There's been this theory of this is the seed that the seeds of Cody's heel turn was going to begin at Saturday night's main event because Cody cheated to win in a way. So
the crossroads onto the chair.
Yeah,
but it was a chair that KO introduced.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
And he still used it because Rhodes said before that if I had the chance to pull the trigger, I'd do it with no hesitation. So the fans are chanting, "You deserve it," as he's getting stretched out. Eventually, that's going to get brought up again down the road. So when he finally turns heel, he's going to bring up all this about how the fans were behind him, and as soon as he defeated Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns comes back, he was treated like second fiddle, to the tribal chief. So I don't think the fans are ready for the black-haired, true American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. I don't think they're ready for that.
All right, man. Let's go over to Raw then, man. I mean, my God, like the roster is so deep because it's like a totally different group of people for the most part, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is good work, Triple H. Really, really good work, man. So we get CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins starting off the show where CM Punk is saying things, trying to bait Seth Rollins to come out. He doesn't want to just get interrupted. He wants a planned interruption kind of thing. And then Seth Rollins eventually comes out and they brawl. So with these two guys going at it, it was announced that they will be having an official match on Netflix to start things off between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. So, your thoughts on this matchup here?
Oh, I'm heavily invested in this match because there's a whole lot of implications in this feud, and again, because the common denominator once again is Roman Reigns. So I'm looking forward to match one of this because I'm pretty sure it's going to be at least a 3-match series that's going to end at WrestleMania. But at first I heard it was supposed to be they announced it as the main event. Now I heard that it's not going to be the main event. So I don't know where they're going to put these guys. I would say maybe the main event of hour 2, maybe.
Mhm.
But this might be the feud of 2025
Okay.
because the feud of 2024 was CM Punk Drew McIntyre. That
Mhm.
was awesome because it involved social media and all this stuff. So they pretty much kept it relevant for the bulk of 2024. These two guys, if Punk can stay healthy, this could be a good feud for both of them on the road to WrestleMania, on the road for CM Punk of finally getting his WrestleMania. So I'm excited. This is going to be a
Yeah.
very, very physical match, and I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of extra pieces that's going to be interfering in this match. So
Yeah.
it's I probably going to take Seth Rollins to win match 1.
Okay. Braun Breaker defeat Ludwig Kaiser in an IC championship match. We saw this this match go on where it looks like Braun Breaker had some kind of injury with the shoulder or something like that. What did
Yeah,
you
he
think here?
hurt his shoulder. He hurt his shoulder. I forgot what spot it was, but he did hurt his shoulder because when he hit that spear, he didn't hit it at the velocity he usually does.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's nothing big to where he has to relinquish the championship. Hopefully it's just something that still on television, do promos and stuff like that. Cool. But I thought Ludwig Kaiser was an MVP of
Mhm.
Monday Night Raw because he put on those two put on a show. Ludwig Kaiser is coming in on his own after Gunther told him, being your own man, go do you, do what you got to do. And he's been doing it. He's been a great worker. He's going to be a future star in that mid card division if he's not already. So the company is in great hands with guys like Braun Breaker and Ludwig Kaiser because Ludwig, dude, is great. He's really,
Yeah.
really good. He got the look. He walks the walk. He talks the talk, and he can wrestle his ass off. So
Mhm.
I got him as the MVP of that match, even though he lost.
Yeah. He's gonna be one of those guys that you're gonna love to see get beat up. So yeah, definitely shout out to Ludwig, man. um, the War Raiders defeated the Judgment Day to recapture the tag team championships there. So this is something I guess I kind of saw coming because they're not doing too much with the tag team titles from the Judgment Day, so it was time to move them along. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and now you got a whole new group, really. Well, not new, but with the War Raiders kind of coming back, that's part is new. Um, so, what's your thoughts on them regaining the championships here?
Oh, I mean, long time coming. I mean, they both battled injuries, career threatening injuries. One of them life threatening injury when he got in a motorcycle accident. So
Mm-hmm.
those guys have been through a lot, and it was time, like you said, to get those titles off the Judgment Day because they really haven't done anything. I think Michael Cole brought it up that they've been champions for over 100 days, and they only had like what less than 5 title defenses.
Right.
So it was
Yeah.
it was definitely time. It plays into the storyline of, you know, Finn keeps saying believe in Finn and we win, and yet he took another dub, another not another dub, another
Oh
L
yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
again while Liv Morgan is still champ. So now it's like, all right, Finn, what's up? So I think this is
Mhm.
gonna lead to dissension, bigger dissension within the ranks of the Judgment Day finally. So yeah, because Finn cannot hold up the end of his bargain, and I mean he has another. He's gonna be another one that has a complaint because Damian Priest, he got his receipt from SummerSlam. You know, Finn Balor cost him the World Championship. Eventually, he's gonna cost him the tag team titles, and I thought it was gonna be on their last defense, but he waited until Saturday night's main event to get his payback. So we should be getting Finn and Damian probably for the last time as well.
Okay. Okay. That's gonna be a good one to see for sure. Um, all right. Is something else I didn't bring up that you wanted to talk about?
I mean, Charlotte Flair's due to come back anytime now. The whole J Cargo situation. Now Naomi is as of right now one half of the tag team champions, huh?
Oh yeah. That's good. Definitely going to help defend those titles. So
Yeah.
so
It's
yeah,
all
I
part of the
like it.
plan. It's all part of Naomi's plan. You know, Jade's out. They're gonna strip the titles, and she's like, you know what, I can step in and help out. And now she's colder. So now it's gonna be like when Jade gets back, she's gonna want a title back. So that's gonna be an interesting dynamic then. So I can't wait to see that because I still think Naomi's the one that did it,
Hmm.
or
Okay.
or set her
Okay.
up.
You think we actually gonna get an answer of who done it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As soon as Jade Cargill comes back, she's gonna automatically. I think she's gonna be like the way of Shawn Michaels when he had the video footage of Triple H, jumping him from behind. So I think it's gonna be something like that. That she's gonna come back already knowing who did it, and gonna put that person on blast. So I cannot wait.
Okay. All right. Let me touch on something else real quick. Not WWE related. This is actually in TNA. They had
Ah,
Final Resolution like this past Friday. I didn't get to watch it, but I did get to see some clips and stuff online. And I saw that Tessa Blanchard made a return to TNA and lit up the wrestling internet. And so
yeah.
people holding on to hate still with Tessa Blanchard. They don't want to see her back in wrestling. What's your thoughts on Tessa Blanchard returning to TNA?
Oh man. If y'all missed yesterday's episode of Sports for You Wrestling, go back and check it out because man, I went on a rant about Tessa Blanchard.
Okay.
It's because the fact that half of anyone, if not everyone, did not know that they was bringing her in for Final Resolution. Like nobody knew.
Mm,
The locker room didn't
mm,
know. Half of
mm.
management didn't know. It was all Anthem, the company Anthem, that made the decision to have her appear.
Okay.
So everyone's under the impression she signed. Tessa Blanchard has publicly said she has not signed. So
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with that, but people
Well,
have not forgotten.
they do one-offs. Like they signed Matt Cardona to do this pay-per-view to headline with their champ too. So that's what they do in TNA from time to time.
Yeah, it's just that the fact that she's back on TV since the whole controversy of her being a bully and her using racial slur and spitting
Mhm.
on a black female wrestler. Like nothing's ever happened out of that. Like she left TNA, she disappeared for a while, she got married, she was working the indies in Mexico, and has yet made an opening public statement regarding the issue. No apology, no nothing. So it's like there's a lot of people who are still genuinely upset. She still has friends in the business that went to social media and just was happy that she's back wrestling and whatnot. But people like Jordan Grace, there was reports that she refused or was pushing back on working with Tessa Blanchard on her way out of TNA. Like she did not want to put
Mhm.
her over, and rightfully so. I don't blame her not one bit because
Mhm.
that stuff like that is not tolerated, and
Mhm.
people are not going to forget after all these years. And the fact that she's never made a public apology or a public statement regarding it has people feel like she has that it is what it is. Oh well, life goes on. It's like no, like if she gets hired somewhere, she should have a talk with the locker room and address the locker room because nowadays there's more minorities in the locker room wherever she goes. In
Yeah.
AEW, there's a lot of minorities there. You got Mercedes, you got Thunder Rosa, you got Red Velvet and Ring of Honor. You still got Athena. So it's like there's a lot of
Mhm.
African American women and other diverse cultures in these locker rooms. So it's like they're not gonna let her slide wherever she goes. So I mean,
Well,
what's stopping her
it's
from
a
making
Hulk
an
Hogan
apology?
thing, right? Hulk Hogan never said he was sorry.
Yeah, but you haven't seen Hulk Hogan in WWE either.
No, he still comes out and does
Where?
his Hulkamania thing or whatever. They put him
I mean,
back on
that's his
TV.
stuff. I have not seen him. I have not seen him on WWE TV, and the only reason why he was at Fanatics was because Fanatics won him. WWE didn't sign him for that, so that was all Fanatics. So he has not been on WWE television. So she shouldn't either. But it is
Now,
what it is.
isn't this Tully Blanchard's kid?
Yeah.
So what has he said about all her controversy? Has he said
I haven't heard him say
anything
anything.
publicly? Okay, yeah,
I don't know if he
I
did or
haven't heard
not.
anything with him.
I don't know if he did or not because I haven't seen it. So, and I was on the show yesterday, and I said if she already behind closed doors in private, address the issues and it comes out that she did, cool. I'll leave it alone. Glad she's back, doing her thing. Hope she have a good career. But she has yet to say anything. It's like, no, I'm not gonna support someone who did something like that against our culture and not speak on it. I mean, if you was going through a rough time and you was in a bad place, say that, make up something if you have to, but give a public statement. And she has yet to do so.
Well, I know Moose came out and defended her, telling people to move on, and he's caught a lot of flack online for that.
Yeah.
But as a guy that, I mean, he's got to be one of the top guys in TNA locker room. I mean, if he's standing behind her, I mean, that should hold a lot of weight, right?
I mean, yeah, but it's like he's one of us. So for him to tell, the culture to move on is like, that's like saying when George Floyd got murdered, how would you feel if someone told you, hey, move on? Or, everything that happened, we know, Rosa Parks or Trayvon Martin, stuff like that, and someone says, move on.
Yeah.
How you gonna move on from that? So
yeah.
I get it, time has passed, but it's just a simple fact of she hasn't said anything. I can see if she made a public apology and she made a statement and people are still harassing her, it's like, all right, she already said her piece, move on. But it's the fact of she never said anything. And so for someone like him to come out, and I get it, that's her friend, cool, but like, did she say anything to you? Did she, apologize for it to you? Because, you're African American. That was a sister. So did she already say, my bad moves, blah, 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 and you forgave her? All right, cool. You have every right. But if she hasn't said anything and you say move on, it's like, yeah, no, bro, that's not gonna sit well with most of the community. That was a bad look on his part.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna see what happens with Tessa Blanchard in TNA, if she's actually in TNA, or if there is enough pushback to alter the course of what they're doing in TNA. So we will see about that, man. All right, let's wrap up this show, man. Trell, look, I appreciate you joining us again. Be sure to check out Trell on Wednesdays over at Sports for You Wrestling. They're talking more wrestling, getting deep into things like we do here. So I caught a little bit of the show yesterday. Good stuff, Trell.
Yeah, I mean, we should investigate to find out who that heckler was. Who was, he was very gun ho on whoever it was. Very gun ho on Tiffany Stratton and Samantha Irvin. So you missed out on that one, man. That was a funny time.
But for real though, like I miss Samantha Irvin announcing Ludwig Kaiser, bro. I miss it so much.
That soothing Ludwig Kaiser.
Yes.
And
so good,
also
bro.
before we get out of here, special shout out to Jay Smo. Get better soon, my guy. Miss you on the show, and stay up, man. Stay up.
Absolutely, man. Can't wait to have you back, man. Get well soon. And yeah, man. So we will see you guys next week. Well, not next week, probably not next week, but we'll see you guys.
We see y'all in the new year, basically. We will see y'all in the new year because our show's off for Christmas. So I don't know what Dale's gonna be doing. He's probably gonna be making his Christmas list too. Mina and Mariah and Tiffy and Samantha.
Santa, I need one of them under my tree on Christmas. Get it done, bro. Let's go. All right. Well, we will see you guys when we see you. We're gonna be enjoying wrestling for sure. So stick with us. We'll be back soon. Kenny Omega, take us home.
Wasn't you too? Goodbye. Mwah. Good night. Bang! Yes! Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.